Hello, naturopathic oncology community. I'm Lindsay Adrian, and I'm coming to you today to encourage and invite all of you to consider submitting a very short video for something called Lightning Talks. Lightning Talks is a new offering that we're going to add to the conference this year, and it's based around some of the different Lightning Talk kind of fast presentations that Davis Lamson had encouraged us to do up in the Pacific Northwest here. The idea is that we are presenting ideas, hypotheses, even clinical observations that we've seen that might be a source for new research, or just wondering if other people have had some of these same clinical observations or questions or hypotheses. The whole purpose of a lightning talk is to start a conversation. And so we know in our incredibly diverse community, there are a lot of different ways that people approach problems and questions. And we want to really harness, this fabulous diversity of thought and thinking to be able to answer some of these big questions as best as possible. So again, I'm really encouraging you to consider submitting a lightning talk if you've got something like one of these burning clinical questions or hypotheses. The idea is that this is going to be absolutely maximum a 5-minute video. You can do it on something really simple like a smartphone like I'm doing now, or you could create something a little bit more formal with a Zoom video. You can have some slides if you feel like that's imperative for getting your point across, but maximum 3. You want to submit these files either in an MOV format or an MP3 format, and then we will intersperse some of these quick little lightning talks throughout the conference itself. Really, I think some very cool things can come from this. So I'm here to give you a bit of an example of what a lightning talk might sound like. So one of the things that I have wondered about for years now, and that I'm sort of presenting as my little lightning talk for you today, is whether or not cortisol levels should be monitored in individuals who are doing immunotherapy. I've always wondered about whether either a suppressed cortisol production or an excess cortisol production from adrenal dysfunction in our overly stressed and hypervigilant cancer patients has an impact on their ability to mount an immune response during immunotherapy. And so, I don't know that anyone's done this research yet. And I think that it's one of those really phenomenal sort of treat the whole person kind of approaches that we as naturopathic physicians in oncology could really sort of harness and take on. So I guess that's my burning question for you all. And, I would love to have a greater conversation around that. And certainly anyone that is really looking for a research project, I think it would be a fascinating one to take on. So I will leave you with that, and I will hope to see some of your burning questions and ideas and hypotheses at our conference this year. Corey absolutely will send out information about requirements for timing and dates and all of those sorts of things. And I encourage you to reach out with any other questions about formatting or content rules or anything like that. All right, have a great day.